We don't live in igloos or teepees anymore, and we're just as normal as you guys.
The first time I heard I was Inuit was when I came to Ottawa.
So I don't get myself either, neither my parents. So it's kind of weird, so I'm still learning about myself.
And people just want to paint you as Pocahontas or looking a certain way, and if you don't fall into that category, it's very offensive.
It's really just all a journey to find out who you really are, and I think I've found that.
We keep asking for help, but we're never listened to.
My name is Chelsea Jane Edwards. I am 16 years old. I am from Anawapscut First Nation.
That's how it looks like. My grandma's my little tiny house, my blue house.
Well, I am a spokesperson for a campaign called Shannon's Dream. What that is, it calls on the federal government to close the underfunding gaps of unreserved schools.
Died in a terrible car accident on June 1st, 2010.
We didn't have equal opportunities, the same as any other Canadian child, so it was really frustrating and very different.
Portable, fire hall, arena, the high school. This is home.
Everyone knows everybody. I just loved it. I loved how free you were. And when I left a part of me.
Goodbye, home. I'll miss you.
Well, I went off reserve at the age of 14. So I worked summer jobs and I saved up money for myself. And I'm currently a boarding student. And it's difficult to just come off reserve and to learn in an environment where other people has had more opportunities than you. I was in this academic class and I was the only Aboriginal student in there. So I felt very, I don't know, I didn't feel good enough. I try to make as many friends as possible, especially those who came off reserve, because I know how alone it feels, how scared they must be. So I try to connect with them and just to tell them that I know how it feels and you're not alone. And as for the other friends, I try to connect with them as possible, but I can't speak in front of the class. Yeah, I don't have the courage to speak in front of the classroom, especially when I'm alone, when I don't know anybody in there. It's pretty lonely most of the time. What they say, I'm living a double life. Like, people don't know anything about me until when I actually tell them. Like, how many youth watches the news? Well, I'm very loud, annoying, I'd say. But when it comes to political work, I have to be like uptight when you talk to a member of parliament and when you talk to the former prime minister and the UN committee. You have to try and be this person that you've set yourself to be. I enjoy talking my language. When I was at home, I'd try to speak it as much as possible, but unfortunately, I'm losing it now. So when I get home, I know what to do. Go see Grandpa.
We're on the train. on my way home to Arabsket. And that's my friend, Keisha. It's gorgeous. So this is the winter road. There's sunset. You can see the sun. It's going down slow. There's a vehicle coming. Sweet home at Arabsket. Home ice. It's my best friend, Keisha Itel. And here's our late coach's jersey, the white one, number 16, and her father's the dark one. Her father was the one who built this arena for the community. So yeah, so grateful.
We're here to attend a powwow. Today marks the second anniversary for Shannon's memorial. So, a powwow is our way of life. It's a celebration of life, what they say. So,
I want to study human rights and law. So I want to be an advocate for our original people. And that's what really needs to improve too, the understanding of how we are now. I had more knowledge about my culture and my people and our ways of life. But when I went off reserve, that's when I became totally confused, because a lot of people would tell me or would say racist things, or they would stereotype us, and I'd feel really bad, and my pride would lower. But I realize now that I'm Aboriginal, I'm a Cree First Nations woman, and I know that I can tell you now that I'm very proud of our people